Hello everyone! Today, me and my friends would like to present a journal article for the final test of academic speaking. But before we start, I would like to introduce our group member and their role in this presentation. The first presenter will be me. My name is Desnita and I will analyze the rationale of the study, the novelty, research question, and the purpose of the study. And the second presenter will be analyzed by Rizka Hardianti. She will explain the participant, the research design, and the procedure of the research. And the third move will be explained by Roro, Anggun, Wijayanti. She will analyze the main result of the study and interpretation of those results. And the last move will be explained by Alfiana, Rifka, Fadillah. She will provide things that could be improved in the study and additional experiment of that might be appropriate. Okay, so the journal article entitled A Blended Learning Environment for Individualized English Learning and Speaking Integrating Critical Thinking. The author's name is Yating Caroline Yang et al. The year of publication is in 2012 and the journal name is Computers and Education. The rationale or the motivation of the research. The first motivation of the author research is due to the three reasons from Yang in 2012. First, there is a lack of authentic English language environment for English oral communication. And second, the focus on the prevalence pedagogy is on vocabulary, grammar, and reading. And the third is the mismatch proficiency among students. And the second motivation is to incorporate the effective integration of critical thinking in higher education. The novelty of the study, the author stated that there is a little empirical evidence on the effectiveness of implementing virtual learning environments for language learning. So to address this research gap, they examine the impact of an online that will on the Moodle system for sitting integrated English language instruction on participant English listening and speaking proficiency. This study have 4 research questions. Number 1, will participant demonstrate improvement in critical thinking skill? Number 2, will participant demonstrate improvement in critical thinking disposition? Number 3, will participant of all levels, advanced, intermediate, and basic, demonstrate improvement in English listening performance? And then number 4, will participant of all levels, advanced, intermediate, and basic, demonstrate improvement in English speaking performance? The purpose of this study was to examine the effects of a critical thinking integrated online individualized English listening and speaking course on critical thinking skill, critical thinking disposition, and English listening and speaking proficiency.
There are 3 points that I would like to explain in this section. The first one is the participant, the second one is the research design, and the third one is the research procedures. The participants are Taiwan students who enroll in an elective course entitled Digital English Learning and Critical Thinking Training. In this paper, mentioned that a total of 83 students, 45 males and 38 females, from various colleges, including engineering, management, medicine, science, and social science, consented to participate in the study. Pre-test listening and speaking course on the test of English for international communication, or we can call it the TOEIC, were used in group learners into 3 proficiency levels, which is advanced, intermediate, and basic. Participants were assigned according to their pre-test scores based on the TOEIC guidelines. The research design shows that no control group was used. First, the number of participants was limited by the size of the technology-enhanced classroom available. Second, a semester-long plot test demonstrated improvement in both CT and English achievement following CT-infused learning in a technology-enhanced classroom environment. Even though no benchmark group was utilized, the once-bunch pre-test post-test configurations consider controls of numerous factors using a pre-test, wherein the impact is estimated as the distinction among post-test and pre-test measures. Dangerously, the absence of a benchmark group makes it hard to survey the expected impact of superfluous factors, for example, maturation, instrumentations, and regression artifacts. The research procedure includes 2 pages. The first one is curriculum content and design. By adding a topics selected from 4 related themes: entertainment, dining, business life, and daily life, the content was accessible only for enrolled students for the duration of the course. Students will not be charged for these materials. There are audio and written samples and were designed according to the proficiency level of each group. Automated feedback was provided for online activities such as closed texts, multiple choices questions, and matching activities. Student speaking activities were evaluated and detailed feedback was provided within 1 week of being posted. Activities providing immediate feedback to build motivation and emphasize on self-paced learning to enhance self-regulated learning, and collaborative activities to foster peer interaction. Additionally, the online platform allowed each student to create a profile, upload a avatar, indicate their interests and hobbies, and interact with peers and teaching assistants through the VLE. Secondly, development of the online platform. The researchers use Moodle because it is easy to install and provide multi-language access, and use a model approach to construct the website. This app was convenient for the creation of learning strategies and materials such as audiovisual and digital materials. A variety of online assessment and practice activities, assessment upload applications, online synchronous forum, and automated and teacher feedback systems. That's very good.
Okay, I can explain the most 3 about the main result of the study and interpretation of the result. Okay, there are 4 main results of the study. The first is critical thinking skill, critical thinking disposition, English listening, and English speaking. So, the first is critical thinking skill. The result indicate the data were normally distributed. Significant increase in critical thinking skill were observed between the pre-test and post-test. Moreover, the result indicates significant increase in overall CCTST performance, as well as improvement on all of the subclass, including analysis, inference, evaluation, indication, and dedication. Look at table 7. Statistically significant increase in open-mindedness was observed. The findings for the other subclass, moreover, were not significant. Overall, very small difference were observed between the pre-test and post-test for critical thinking disposition. Next, the third, English listening. See the table 8 and 9. The overall performance for English listening proficiency was analyzed using a 2-2 mix design ANVOCA. Before ANVOCA was conducted, a sub-hero willing test was used to evaluate the normality of English listening scores. The result indicate that the instructional treatment result in significant improvement for both intermediate and advanced learners English listening proficiency. Besides on the significant interaction effect, it appears that the intermediate group improved to a greater degree than the advanced group. And the last is English speakings. See the table 8 and 7. This is the result indicate that the instructional treatment improve intermediate and advanced learns English speaking proficiency. Besides on the significant interaction effect, it appears that the intermediate group improved to a greater degree than the advanced group. Moreover, these unsurprising signs member of the advanced group scores near to the maximum scores of the test than intermediate group of the member. Interpretation of the result given the advanced technology and internet using English and CT as communication tools and learning equipment are more important than ever before. The study integrates CP into online individuals, English listening and speaking interaction for learning at basic, intermediate, and advanced level group by their pre-test scores. The empirical results of this study indicate that our design VLE science learning in improving in both English listening and speaking.
So, I will answer question number 4 is provide things that could be improved in the study and additional experiment that you think might be appropriate. There are several ways to improve your English speaking skills, including first, record yourself. For example, record yourself reading from a book. You'll be able to hear your voice, which is hard to do without recording, and be able to show off your English speaking habits and where you slow down and run into problems. Then, record back and watch your progress. Second, read aloud. If your hands are busy or you don't have a recording device, simply read aloud idly every day for 15 or 20 minutes. You will get used to speaking for a long time and will have no trouble forming long sentences. You can also find additional words for your vocabulary. Third, listen to MP3s, podcasts, and news like Scientific America, CBC, BBC, and Radio ABC Australia are great MP3s to start with. But there are also millions of podcasts out there and lots of news stations. The best part is that these people usually speak clearly and with a fairly general accent. Fourth, listen to music too. Pick one song per day so you can remember and understand what the words mean. It's a great way to learn idioms and slang too. Fifth, watch TV and movies. One complementary part of speaking is listening and listening. Because of this, the easiest way to engage yourself in conversation without actually having a real conversation is to watch English TV and movies. If you have to, display subtitles, but try watching without subtitles. The more you watch it, the more you learn. TV is also great because you develop a relationship with the characters and you get used to the way they talk and the habits of their speech. In addition, there are several ways to improve your English listening skills. Namely, first, listening to native speakers. Listen to native speakers as often as possible, either by interacting with them or through movies or songs in English. Pay attention to how pronunciation is when they speak. That way your ears will automatically get used to native speakers' pronunciations. So you won't get confused or mistaken when a native speaker speaks. Second, perform interactive learning. In other words, it's better to talk to native speakers directly than to listen to English recordings, songs, or videos. This is because when you talk directly with native speakers, you have to listen more seriously and think about what response you will give, so that in addition to practicing listening skills, you can also practice your speaking skills at the same time. Third, listening to a variety of English videos or recordings. Don't just listen to one type of song or video all the time. Try to expose yourself to listening to songs or videos in a variety of situations and topics, so that your knowledge and vocabulary that you master will be broader. Fourth, don't use Indonesian subtitles. Never watch or listen to English movies or recordings using Indonesian subtitles. When you read the subtitles in Indonesian, it locks your brain into Indonesian mode, making difficulty for you to understand what the speaker means. Using English subtitles is very good because they will help you to match or learn vocabulary pronunciation with their natural pronunciation. Fifth, learn through an audiobook. Another way is to use an audiobook that can be downloaded on the internet. Choose a topic that interests you, then read the text first, and then listen to the audio version. That way, you can correct your listened comprehension by matching what you read and what you heard. After it starts smoothly, you can immediately listen to the audio format without seeing the text from. That's explanation from our group. We apologize if there are mistake words in pronunciation. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.